my name is Koya and welcome to my first YouTube video. Like, it's really happening. Well, actually, we recorded one before this, but this is the first one that will be released. It is going to be about me. So let's get into it. Question number 1. Are you into doing skincare makeup routines or not your vibe? So I do my skincare routine not as often as I should. I try to do it daily. I still haven't made it to the 2 a day mark. God's still working on me or whatever, but we're gonna get there. But I don't know if I would ever create like a video. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the products I use work. I mean, my skin is pretty bomb. Sorry, I don't know if I could just say my skin is bomb. But it is. I rarely wear makeup, so I do prefer skin products over actually wearing makeup every single day. So maybe I will give you all a video on that one day. We'll see. I don't know. Stay tuned. Next question. What inspired you to go this route in your career? But before I answer that, I want to answer another question that I get asked a lot, and it is, what do you do? So, if you don't know, I have 2 businesses. I have 3, but we'll get into the 3rd later. So, I have 2 businesses that's really showcased on my social media, XOKoya. If you don't know, follow me. And the first one is my agency, right? So, I run an agency where I help women organize their businesses, help with branding. We do a lot of content strategy, teaching them how to create content that converts into sales and people come into their website, things of that nature. So I do a lot of creative direction for photo shoots and the organization for photo shoots, putting mood boards together, all that good stuff. So you'll see me talking about clients on my page. That's who I'm talking about. It's me and it's Dia. Hey Dia, she's here right now. And so we work together and we manage right now. I think right now we have maybe about 10-ish clients. So if you're interested in ever working with us, you can go to my page, XOKoya, click the link in my bio and choose the work with me option, and you can do a 15-minute call where you'll just kind of tell me what you want and what you're struggling with or what you're trying to do, and then I can give you my feedback and let you know if we can assist you. Also, you can follow DooCo, which is DOO_co. On Instagram, and you can see like projects that we've done. It has been updated in a minute, but that's business number 1, do. Business number 2 is Her Daily Guide. Her Daily Guide is my baby. It's what I've been putting off for so long. I always put everything else before it because I was nervous about it. I just felt like maybe I wasn't ready. I don't know, but Her Daily Guide is basically me teaching women how to become the best version of themselves, and that is through so many different ways of organizing their lives, family planning, looking good while doing it, no matter what it is or the person you're her. It's my goal and my mission to help you become that woman. So for Her Daily Guide, I have my planner right here, which is my process that I've been using for about 4 years of how I plan my week. And it starts, listen guys, I get a lot of shit done with this planner. I've been going, it took me a while. I used to use a notebook before this. If you don't believe me, I have a whole reel of a before and after how I planned my week before my planner and now how I planned it. But it's my process. The weekly page is bomb. It's the game changer. And it's before every single week. So you do your weekly page first before going into the daily page after that. But you can grab your planner at herdailyguide.com, and there's so many more products coming. We're hoping to launch in October. But outside of that, I'm looking to build a community of women that I can help mentor and guide and just hold you all accountable for reaching your fucking goals, because everybody that's around me, I need them to be winning. Okay, so that's Her Daily Guide. You can follow that page at Her Daily Guide. I'll link it. I'm still learning. Here. Dia said here, so link it here. So those are my 2 businesses. I also have a 3rd that I'll just briefly talk about. It's a studio that I've had for about 8 years. It's in Atlanta near Atlantic Station, if you're familiar with it. And basically I just rent out the spaces to hairstylists, lash techs, things and other services. I really don't do much. It started in 8 years ago. It was my office, and like where I shot my content when I had my boutique, because you all, a lot of you don't know, I used to have a boutique. Sorry, I had to take a minute to just take a moment for the boutique life. It was a good run. I had it for 7 years. I can go on and on about that. But yeah, so that's the third businesses. So I have 3 businesses that I run. I'm a wife and I'm a mother of 2 dope ass kids. Riley, who is 10, and Deuce, who's 8. Let's get into the next question. I think you guys should know what I do now. Hopefully. If not, just ask me a few questions. Or DM me. Let's see. What inspired you to go this route in your career? So for, like I said, I had a boutique for 7 years. And with the boutique, I really only like, by the end of the journey, I only like the back end stuff. All the front end of shooting and searching for content, not content, searching for inventory and all of that. It's just, it wasn't my thing. I enjoyed the back end, and I remember thinking, like, if I just had me, I would be popping right now. So when I decided to close the boutique, I was like, you know what? I'm going to become that person for other women who are trying to grow their businesses or trying to manage their businesses or finish projects and things of that nature, who just need someone to come in and just help them out. So that is why I started Do. And then with Her Daily Guide, I started that. So I just started it this year, but technically it's been a journey for about 5 years. Right before I turned 30, I kind of slumped into a depression, and I just wasn't really feeling myself. I felt like I looked like I was popping out here, but on the inside, I just didn't feel like I was popping like I wanted to be popping, because I knew I could pop how I want to pop, you know? So I just kind of slumped into like a depression right before my 30th birthday. I'll never forget it. And then one day I wrote down, like, I just started writing, and I was just like, who I wanted to be, you know, what she looked like, how she dressed, what her credit score was like, what her bank accounts looked like, just how her kids looked, experiences with her family, just all these things, right? I wrote them down. Then I created like a little action plan for it to start reaching, just kind of waking up every day and just being this woman, right? So actually, you can get my 5-step process of becoming her. It's on my website, and it's free, herdailyguide.com. And you can print it out, write it out, and then just stick to it, thug it out. I'm good. I should have been started YouTube. It's a shame you left at your own jokes. Anyway, so once I kind of started going through that process, I feel like a lot of people noticed what was happening and noticed the transition. They just noticed like how I just stayed very disciplined with my mornings and in the planning and how much shit I get done. They're just like, teach me. So I want to share the knowledge. I want to share the accountability, because I feel like that's what a lot of women are lacking. So I decided I want to be her for you. So that's where the inspiration for Her Daily Guide came about. Next question. Can you help me when it's time to launch my business? Duh. Have you always been super organized and punctual? So yes and no. So I've always been pretty punctual. Like, I don't play about my time. Time is money, okay? I don't like late. I don't like people being late. I just don't like people wasting my time. It gives me anxiety. I don't like it. However, organization kind of came with time and trying new things, because I feel like a lot of people, and I'm sure everybody knows, how many planners have you bought and then just kind of like wrote in it for maybe like 2 weeks or something and then stopped, or started doing something and then stopped? So I was the same way. I was that way, and I've loved journals. I remember in middle school, my favorite thing about going back to school was getting a new agenda. Like, that's so lame, but I loved it. Like, I used to write down everything. Like, I was gonna be studying, I was gonna be finishing my work ahead of time, and I never did none of that shit. But I enjoyed the process of actually planning it out. It wasn't until the past 3 years, I think, I've figured out the execution part. Like, I've always been good at planning it out, but the execution behind it was lacking. And I think when I started the journey of becoming her, that's when I started figuring out, okay, in order to get these things done, you have to put these steps in place, and you have to review these steps weekly and monthly and quarterly and annually and semi-annually. Like I have a lot of review steps in um, plan, because I need to just make sure that I'm hitting the milestones I need to hit. So by the end of the year, I don't have to bring that goal into the next year. Um, so yeah, I haven't always been super good on the execution part, but I've pretty much always been punctual and organized, yes, but it got better within the last 3 years when I decided to be really, really intentional about it. What inspires you? What inspires me? The woman that I know I'm about to be really, really inspires me. Like, she gives me goosebumps. But outside of that, other women just really fighting every day and just like being disciplined inspires the hell out of me. Like, I love a consistent, disciplined woman. Like, it kind of turns me on a little bit. Just kidding. But seriously, just like the women that I follow on social media, for the most part, like the influencers or content creators or celebrities, I'm usually attracted or drawn to women who are getting shit done, like consistently, like no excuses. They may have families, they may have all these other things going on, but they're still consistently getting things done. So I think I'm really more so inspired by just people, one, being authentically themselves, and two, just consistently getting things done no matter what's going on around them. Oh wow, yeah, a fly just hit me in the finger. That is so disrespectful. Outside of that, what inspires me, pretty things, like nice girly things inspire me. When I'm looking for inspiration, one, I have to get out the house, because sometimes my house just doesn't give me what I need to be given, you know? Just not giving what it's supposed to give, or giving what it's supposed to give. However it goes, it's just not given. So a lot of things that I like to do, if I'm home, if I'm in the city and I need to find inspiration, I will drive around. I would drive around Buckhead. I'll just go somewhere that's really pretty. Buckhead is a little ghetto right now though, so I can't go there. But somewhere that's just pretty and just makes me feel good. Or I'll go to like a bookstore and look at magazines and fashion, or I'll just scroll through Saks and every other website that I can find and look at clothes. I do that a lot. I scroll at night through pages or stores that I really like their clothes, because I get inspired by that. And also Pinterest. I love scrolling on Pinterest. Usually I fall asleep scrolling on Pinterest. I'm always just looking for inspiration for new content, for new outfits, for new activities to do with the kids. Just always looking for inspiration. It's always around me. So those are kind of ways I stay inspired and what inspires me. Where are you located? ATL. I've been wanting to say that for so long. I'm from Atlanta, and I live in Atlanta. I lived in LA for 2 years, but we've moved back like 2 years ago. Let me see. Hey, glad I found you. I'm glad you found me too. Obviously, I'm reading questions you all sent me. Will the planner restock soon? Boo-boo. The planner is on the website, okay? HerDailyGuide.com. Get you one. Hurry up now before they be sold out. What exactly do you do? All right, did that. How do you get started? Boom, did that. How did you get into project mentoring? I think I kind of answered that too. Did you ever imagine being here in the space you are, inspiring women like myself? No, I did not. I think in the beginning of my journey, I was super nervous. I was scared to talk about it to people, because I felt like, one, they were going to bring like their doubts in, and it was going to make me feel a way about what I had going on. And then I was also insecure, and then I didn't even know if I can pull this off. Like I knew I wanted to be this kind of way, but I was nervous because I hadn't done it before. Like, there's plenty of times I've said, okay, I want to do this, and I just didn't do it. So when I first started this journey, I was scared AF. And I just didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my husband, nobody. I just started waking up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and going into another room and praying and journaling. And my husband's like, where are you going? I'm like, downstairs. And I wouldn't even say anything. Like, it was really for maybe about 2 years, it was so down low, like nobody knew. And I think people started seeing, started seeing what was coming from it, and they kind of just started respecting it. And then I was able to talk about it a little more. But no, I never, ever, ever thought I would be here right now. I guess inspiring you all, which I am really, really happy to be here. I think, what tips do you have starting what tips do you have on starting slash scheduling with a small client base? So maybe starting with a small client base, let's start there. One is to use people that you know as your clients. That is like the best advice I could ever give you. When I decided to close my boutique, everybody knew me as a girl who got dressed, and I still will get dressed and give you guys a look because that's just who I am. But everybody knew me and came to me for getting dressed. Like, no, where are the clothes at, man? We don't care about nothing else that you want to give, but where are the looks? So it was hard for me to transition from the fashion girl into now I want to manage your whole business, girl. They're like, what? So I had to start with people I knew. When I came back from LA, I reached out to a couple of my close acquaintances, and I was just like, you know what, can I help you? Like, can I help you create content for your page? I think I could do this for you. And everybody need help. So of course they was like, yeah. And I just started there. So my best advice I can give you is reach out to people that you know. Start with them, use them as your test clients just to make sure you can do what you think you can do, because you got to be able to do it for real. And then you can know what you need to tweak before you go big and start trying to help people that you don't know. But yeah, start there, start small. Oh, I got a call in 10 minutes. Let me wrap this up. What else? Oh, scheduling with a small client base. I recommend using Calendly. That's what I use for my scheduling. It's so easy to use. Literally, you can set up all these different meetings, and people can click and book a meeting with you. They can pay for it if you want to charge for it. Sorry for the dog barking in the back. And they're Black owned. I mean, turn up. So yes, use Calendly. That's what I use that's what I've used from the very start, and that's still what I use today for all scheduling. And of course, I do a lot of my my phone's on silent. I thought, nope. But yeah, so I use that, and then I use my Google Calendar, just for like client meetings or anything that I need to schedule that wasn't scheduled through Calendly. I have so much in store for you guys. I am so excited to finally be launching this channel. It's been a long time coming. I've recorded probably about 10 videos before and never, ever, ever even put them on online on YouTube or anything. So maybe I can bring those back for y'all too. But let me know what you want to see more of. I know y'all want to see my family. I know y'all want to know how I balance it all. So I'll do a lot of day in the life videos. What else y'all? Oh, I know you guys want to see my house. I'm working on it. I will show you guys before and after renovations. If you don't know, when we moved here, we tore this down. And we kind of like renovated, and it took a while, and it was a process. So if you was around for the journey, you kind of remember it. But a lot of people really want to see it. You can kind of see these doors behind me. It's like some glass accordion doors, so they slide back, so my living room opens up into my patio. That was a part of LA that I brought home with me. I needed that. But so I know you want to see my house, my family. I know you want me to get dressed, day in the life, work, how I schedule it all. It's all coming. Thank you so much. These animals will not let me be great out here, but we push through. Like I said, let me know if there's anything else you want to see, and I'm out.